As many of you all know, under Georgia law, a taser is considered as a deadly weapon under Georgia law.
That was a district attorney of Atlanta saying that a taser is a lethal weapon under Georgia law. That's so important that I think you guys need to hear it again before we even get started. So one more time, and listen good, especially all you leftists out there that want to be in the comments arguing about how a taser's not a lethal weapon. Just listen to this one more time.
As many of you all
listen
know,
good.
Under Georgia law, a taser is considered as a deadly weapon under Georgia law.
Yes, a taser under Georgia law is a lethal weapon. You can't make this up. I'm not saying this. The district attorney of Atlanta is saying this. But apparently he's a hypocrite. And it's only a lethal weapon in this circumstance you use it in. For example, if you're a police officer and you use it, it's a lethal weapon. But if you're a citizen and you use it on a police officer, all of a sudden it's not a lethal weapon. Yes, because the district attorney of Atlanta is a hypocrite. Officer Rolfe had to arrest a man who was drunk, passed out at Wendy's. He gave him a field sobriety test, then gave him a breathalyzer. He failed the breathalyzer and he went to arrest this man. When he went to arrest him, the man attacked him. He attacked him and tried to take his weapon away. He did get the weapon and it did take off running. Now you're the officer. You're Officer Rolfe. Let's put yourself in his shoes. This man just assaulted you and your partner, grabbed your weapon. He's clearly violent because when you were interviewing this man, you ran a background check on him and you found out that he was in prison for 7 years for assaulting his wife, beating his kids, and forcibly locking him up. Yeah, false imprisonment. That is what this man was serving jail time for. He's only out because of COVID-19. So when you go to place him under arrest, of course he got violent. He don't want his get out of jail free card to run out. So he attacks you, he takes your gun, and he runs off. While he's running away, he makes a smart decision to stop and turn and shoot that deadly weapon at you. You pull out your sidearm, you have to put him down. You go to give this man CPR. You beg for him to keep breathing because you're not a bad guy. You don't want this man to die. You're just trying to do your job. You're trying to enforce the law. You beg, please keep breathing. Please keep breathing. But the man dies. Are you given any time off, any time to recover from the fact that you just had to take a man's life? No, you're fired. And not only are you fired, you're put up for felony murder by the district attorney. Yes, felony murder by the district attorney. Because all of a sudden, after 4 officers were fired because they used tasers, a taser is no longer a lethal weapon because you're a white guy and you shot a black guy during the height of the Black Lives Matter movement. That's a simple fact. So why is a district attorney of Atlanta, the man who said this, and let's listen to it one more time because third time's a charm. So listen, and listen good.
Under Georgia law, a taser is considered as a deadly weapon under Georgia law.
Why is a man who said just a few weeks earlier that under Georgia law, taser's a lethal weapon, pressing charges against Officer Rolfe? Why are they sacrificing this man? It's simple. The dude needs votes. He's pandering to the Black Lives Matter movement because we're in the heart of the Black Lives Matter movement and he's under investigation. And why is he under investigation? Because the district attorney of Atlanta is a criminal himself. He has taken $140,000 of the taxpayers' money to supplement his salary. Because apparently if you're the district attorney, you don't make enough money to survive, so you have to become a criminal. Yes, the man who is in charge of protecting and enforcing the law, prosecuting criminals for the state, is a criminal himself because he doesn't get paid enough. He needs the votes. It's a close election, so he's doing anything he can to pander to anybody he can because he needs that black vote for re-election. That's why Officer Rolfe is up for charges. And how is the Atlanta police officers taking this? Well, let's look and find out. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. This county can go screw themselves. If you want a society without police, we'll give you one. Let it burn. That is what Atlanta police officers said when they walked off the job just a few days ago. They left. All precincts were abandoned. All dispatchers quit too. They all left. Nobody was there. The city had no police for a night. The mayor got on TV and said there was people still at their jobs, but if you listened to the scanners, you heard hours-long silence because nobody was reporting calls and there was nobody on duty. They were done. They're fed up. They've been dealing with defund of police because apparently all police are racist and are committing genocide on black society. That's what they're told at least. And then on top of that, after dealing with that for weeks, now they can't defend themselves. No. If a citizen wants to shoot you with a lethal weapon, you have to stand there and take it if you're a police officer. You can't defend yourself, or you're going to face felony murder charges. That's what happened in Atlanta, and that's why the police left. And it's not only Atlanta. It's starting to happen everywhere. Right now, there are police in New York City planning to go on strike on July 4th to give the city their Independence Day from cops. If cops are abandoning their job, there's going to be no one to protect the citizens, and we don't live in a fairy tale world. We need police. Sure, there are a couple bad apples out there. There are a couple cops that need to go. But how do we get rid of those cops? Through training. We have to weed out the bad apples. These cops need to go through training every other day. We need to give them more money so they can run scenarios over and over and over again on how to deal with that, how to deal with this, how to disarm this person without using lethal force. The better we train our police officers, the better they are. That's the reason our Navy SEALs get the best training in the world. And they're the best because they're trained the best. You don't solve the problem by taking away money and label them as racist, as committing genocide. No, then good people won't want to be a cop. I won't want to be a cop. You won't want to be a cop. We have to build a relationship with our police. We have to rebuild it. We have to train them. We need to get them the resources they need to better protect us because we need them. And let's be clear, America, we need police to protect us. Because this is the world we live in, where violent crimes happen, where people are locked up for 7 years for beating their wife and kids. That's the world we live in, not a fairy tale world. So no, don't defund the police. And to fix this problem, start by letting Officer Rolfe go. The dude did nothing wrong, he defended himself. Ignore the hypocrite. Let this man free. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's Freedom's Not Free, and I'm out. If you liked the video, like the page on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Until next time, I'm out.